So I just finished watching DanDaDan Season 2, and first off, before we get started, the art style change, I am not in love with it yet. I really like the stylized nature of Season 1, but I'm curious to see what they can do with this art style change. Anyways, we start off this season with the end of the last season with the alligators in the water going after Momo, being very creepy and making me very uncomfortable to watch, but they're quickly chased away and defeated by her powers, even getting chased away by the owners of the hot springs. We then find out that Turbo Granny has snuck along for the journey, very unsurprisingly, in the backpack of Momo. Then we cut back to Gigi and Okaroon, who are looking back at the hole where we literally ended off last episode with the creepy hole, which we find out later what that means, but we'll get to that when we get there. We then are interrupted by the Quito family, who we find out are the ones letting Gigi live here while rent-free while his parents are in the hospital, before they threaten him with a gun. After some negotiations not going so well, we see a police officer step in, and Okaroon and Gigi think that they are saved, only to find out that the entire family is in bed with the police officer because they basically run this town, which, again, we'll find out why later. We then cut to the temple that, Momo has broken off to go and investigate. Come to find out that the thing she was going to investigate is, honestly, whatever the hell this is. I don't even know what this is. I don't think she knows what this is. But it does give us some very interesting lore drops about this area, finding out that the people worship a snake god, and that there are sacrifices that are made to keep the snake god at bay, hinting at maybe what the Quito family is doing here. We then cut back to Momo getting introduced to the entire Quito family, finding out that those alligators that chased her in the onsen are a part of the family. We then get an amazing fight scene between Momo and the Quito family, ultimately ending in her getting absolutely annihilated, unfortunately, thrown through a wall, making the hole originally made bigger, where she then gets sucked into the quicksand that is making up this room. I just like this shot, that's why I put it in, but she continued to get sucked down, only for Okaroon and Gigi to try and step in to help unsuccessfully before falling into the other houses that used to be in this place. Because one thing that we found out is the Quito family has been sacrificing to the worm god with multiple different houses and multiple different people to the worm god. It's not actually a dragon or a snake, it's a worm. But, unfortunately for them, the worm eats them instead of Okaroon, Gigi, and Momo, which ultimately leads to where we end the episode, where Okaroon goes full Turbo Granny mode because of a song that the snake is singing, or something along those nature, going after Gigi in a pretty terrifying way. I'm curious to see where this goes. Drop a like, drop a follow, and let me know your thoughts in the comments.